Go.
Hello, welcome to the Sunday Hangout with me, Nathan Leake, and
George Baker Harris.
thank you for the 100 subs. We're slowly growing. Next
Slowly
target
getting
is
there.
1,000.
Oh, mate. Can't wait. We'll get there one day. Slowly but
We
surely.
will do.
We'll get there.
We're climbing that mountain, that YouTube mountain.
Slowly but surely we'll get there. Anyway, yeah. First Sunday Hangout. It's a new series. Hope you enjoy it. We'll go up every Sunday. Hence Sunday Hangout.
Yes.
Just to kick off the episode, this is probably the big talking point for you, to be honest. Last week's Carabao Cup, Spurs versus Orient, or Orient versus Spurs, if you want me to be correct, was called off due to COVID.
Yeah, it was a weird one because on the one hand, I'm happy it's one less game for us, but on the other, it's very unfair on Leyton Orient because they would have lost out a lot of money from not playing that tie. I mean, I don't think it wouldn't have been as much money as if, there was a crowd allowed in the stadium, but it's still an amount of money that can keep that club afloat, especially during these tough times.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of Spurs fans have been buying Leyton Orient merchandise to help them out, which I thought was a nice touch. I ordered my Leyton Orient shirt on Wednesday.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Classy touch from yourself, mate. Classy touch. I won't be ordering one. Not going to lie to you.
Well, to be fair, it was my local team growing up, so,
Yeah, that's fair enough then, mate. That's fair enough. Are you a bit disappointed in a way that it got cancelled? Obviously not due to COVID, but you want to see them fringe players and them youngsters get that kind of, get the minutes. Youthsters, that's a new word. What are you saying? Made it here first. Them youth players getting them minutes in the first team, in and around them as well. Like, how do you kind of see that?
I don't think Jose would have played too many youth players because I think he's going to be taking the cups very, very seriously, whether it's the Carabao Cup or the Europa League. But there are a few promising youngsters that could have had some minutes.
Yeah.
There's Daniel Kirikan. Daniel Kirikan, promising young left back. Mourinho spoke very, very highly of him during pre-season.
You don't need
Jack
him
Clark
now.
as well. Well,
now you got Rick.
Yeah, but Ben Davis isn't going to be around forever, so
Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. Just going with the Carabao Cup theme today, and we're just going to kind of go over Cup theme today, and then we'll round it up with a bit of transfers on today's first Sunday Hangout. If you've got any ideas, please leave them below, and we will try and cover it next week. Carabao Cup predictions for next week. Obviously, you've kind of got the leg up on Chelsea, in a sense. Kind of.
One less game, yeah.
Because, yeah, you've not played as many games. How do you think that one's going to go?
That's a tough one. Yeah, again, it depends what teams both managers pick.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think Lampard's going to be wanting that first piece of silverware. So I think he'll go quite strong. But the dilemma for us is obviously we've got the game on Thursday as well in the Europa League. So what do we do?
Yeah, I reckon you'll go strong in Europa. I think he more wants to win that because that guarantees you Champions League as well if you win it.
Not only that, it's a European trophy.
And playing in the Super Cup.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But
two teams this week.
Yeah, we'll touch on that in a minute. Like, we should have probably done Tottenham versus Chelsea last and then led into the Super. See, we're so good at planning when we're live on air. Mate, honestly, shambles.
Proper professional.
Shambles. But going into the next one, Newcastle. How'd you see that one?
Well, Newcastle. Really?
Yeah, I'm with you on.
I didn't predict he was going to win the Chelsea one, the Spurs-Chelsea one. And I'm probably going to get lynched by a load of Spurs fans, but yeah, I see Chelsea winning.
Do you?
Yeah. Purely because we've got bigger fish to fry.
They are big fish. They're very big fish.
We've got bigger fish to fry in terms of the Europa League.
Yeah.
And then we've got United on Sunday as well. So
who are you playing? Macarena FC or someone in the Europa League? Like,
Maccabi Haifa.
That's it. I like Macarena better.
We're playing the Spanish 4th Division team, Macarena.
Yeah.
So, Newcastle. I think Newcastle, pretty straightforward. Yeah. They won 7-0 in the previous round, so I think they'll do more of the, maybe not 7-0, but a 4 or 5.
Yeah. I just said to you, I reckon he'll go strong in Europa League. I think he might mix and match. Or do you think he'll just go strong in Europa League, then give them all the Chelsea game off, bar maybe one or two, then go strong against United? Because he's really going to want to beat United. He's not done it yet, has he?
He's going to want to prove a point.
Yeah. And United are there for the taking at the moment, really, aren't they? They're just on their hands and knees.
Yeah, it's a weird United team, isn't it? Because we know they can produce not little bits. You know what I mean? They can produce against the bigger teams.
They've got world class talent who can just flick a game like that. Yeah, they do. But
it's just flicking that switch. That's the thing for them.
I reckon we'll touch a bit more on that in the preview, Premier League preview this weekend, because me and you are gonna have a nice debate about Tottenham Man United, I'm sure.
Oh,
but
getting the gloves out for that.
I'll see. Hopefully, by that time, might be a few movements on a certain Jadon Sancho. Sorry, I had a bit of a cough. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But I reckon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he's gonna go to penalties. Tottenham versus Chelsea.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
I think pens, and I don't know. It's hard because it's pens, isn't it? I think Chelsea will edge you because they've got bigger squad depth.
Yeah, it's hard.
And just got better players, really. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I'd love to come on here next week with you and just have a little bit of banter. Yeah, this is like my viewpoint of it. But moving on to, we've both said Newcastle, so we can just kind of pass that. Moving on to
Brighton Man United.
Yeah. I said I was going to have a bit of banter with you. Do you think you'll be having banter with me this time next week? Or do you think, because obviously we've got a bit of an unfair advantage because today is Saturday.
Yeah.
We're going live tomorrow. We've already seen Man United versus Brighton, leg one, essentially.
Yeah. Nah, Brighton are going to want revenge.
Yeah, they are. Especially fucking Morpay. Like, mate, absolute shithouse.
I mean, it's great when, you actually get a result at the end of it, but when you lose, you look a bit of a dick. So I think he's going to be wanting to correct that.
Yeah, we'll touch more on that in the Premier League review. We're just giving away all our series at the moment, but yeah, it was a madness today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolute madness. But yeah, you think Brighton are going to come out and beat us?
Yeah.
Oh,
I do. For the same reason. Well,
Chelsea.
For the same reason, United have got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
In the sense of, the Premier League on Sunday. And United will be going for top 4 as well, whereas Brighton, I'd imagine they'd be mid-table, so a cup competition will be their biggest chance of, winning something.
So moving on to, sorry for looking at my phone constantly, I'm just trying to make sure I'm looking at the right fixtures here. Just to summarise quickly, I reckon Man United are going to absolutely smash the park with Brighton. Mate, this was a warm-up today. Ollie will go with the same team, more or less. You know what he's like. He'll have Henderson in goal, which isn't really a downgrade, is it?
No, that's more like for like.
Yeah, exactly. And he'll probably go with Bailey for Lindelof. Again, the way he played against Luton. I know it's Luton, but like for like. I just think he'll play most of the same 11. And Van der Beek will start. I just think we're
but I think he'll play a few kids as well.
Yeah, but our kids are good, mate. Because I clearly, if you know me, watch them all the time. Because I claim to know so much about them and definitely aren't lying in any way, shape, or form. No, I don't know. I'd like to see him play the kids. But, I just think Man United are going to win. They're just going to win the Carabao Cup, mate. I said it here. Just made my announcement here and now. Clip it if you want. See it.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Well, you have to disagree. You've just said Brighton are going to beat us. Oh, he's in limbo now, isn't he? He's in limbo.
I see Man City doing it again. For a 4th time in a row.
Yeah, they love that cup, don't they? That cup just comes home to Manchester, doesn't it? It was United. It was City, United, then City, innit?
Yeah.
It's Manchester Cup, they need to call it. Moving on to probably the most interesting game probably of the week is Brentford-Fulham. How'd you see that one
Local
going?
derby.
Yeah, obviously Brentford have lost Ollie Watkins, but they've not done too bad this season. I think.
Fulham have been awful.
Yeah, I mean,
They've been,
yeah,
I
and
think
yeah,
Brentford will win.
like, and they are kind of similar. Fulham in the Championship last season, Brentford pushing for promotion this season. They're kind
Yep.
of
And it was the playoff final as well.
exactly.
Replay of that. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
Statistician there, you
Brentford will be up for revenge.
100%. Do you think Brentford will get revenge?
I think they'll get revenge.
Joe, I'm siding with you on this one. I think Brentford are going to do it. I just Fulham are there for the taking, aren't they? And I don't think
Yeah,
Scott Parker's biggest focus is the cup. I think it's survival in the Premier League.
yeah, and even that's going to be a stretch.
Yeah, I think. Well, we relegated them, didn't we, in our prediction? But
Yeah.
yeah, I'd love to be proven wrong because I do like a small club to do well, but I just don't see it. Don't see
No.
it. We'll move on to the last one then because there's not that many games, to be honest. There's Liverpool Arsenal, which actually could be quite interesting because Klopp doesn't really give too many shits about the cups, does he?
Yeah, but the kids tend to do well. I mean, they drew 5-5 last season in the cup.
Yeah, they
Won on
did.
penalties.
That's true. That was a game of the season last year, wasn't it?
That was a crazy game.
I remember that game.
Hopefully, more of the same.
Do you think Arteta's going to be looking for a Carabao Cup to kind of? Because
No,
I don't know. Because he's done the FA Cup, isn't he? And he'll be gunning for Europa League. But do you think he might want to add that little bit of silverware?
possibly. I mean, why would you be in a competition if you didn't want to win it?
Yeah. But yeah, all right, I'll rephrase it. Do you think he's going to go all out against Liverpool, or do you think he'll mix the team?
Probably not. No, I
I think
think
they'll
he'll mix the
both mix
team
the
a little
team.
bit.
Yeah.
But pretty much like Liverpool, Arsenal are very good youngsters as well. So
That
it'll
Curtis
be
Jones
quite an
looks good,
even
doesn't he?
contest.
He
He
looked good
does.
last week, didn't he?
Yeah, he scored 2 good goals.
Yeah.
The first one where he bent it into the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. That was a good goal. So, no, that's our predictions really for the Carabao Cup. We'll
He
probably
didn't
get
predict he
Newport.
was going to win that.
Oh,
I think Liverpool.
oh, it's not a good evening for me, is it? Nathan, you just take the show on your own. I'm just going to sign out. It's fine. I think Arsenal are going to do it. To be honest, I'm going to go
Conflict.
controversial. I'm going to get this clipped as well and this in Twitter in a couple of days' time. People are going to laugh at me. But it's cool.
Or they'll laugh at me for predicting Liverpool to win.
Exactly. But either way, they'll come and watch us. That's the main bit.
Yeah.
No, I just think Arsenal are doing it. I think Arteta's playing good football. Obviously, he's not going to get any signings in before then. Well, he might do, but I don't think he will, to be honest.
No.
Or if they do, they won't play. I just think he's playing some good football, to be honest. I know you're a Spurs fan, but he's playing some decent football. I think it still needs to be worked on a bit. But he's brought Arsenal leaps and bounds compared to when he found them in the bin.
Oh, yeah, they were conceding goals left, right, and centre.
Exactly.
He's managed to sort out that back line.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
So, moving on, we were talking about the Cups and Tottenham maybe aiming for the Super Cup next season. How about this week's Super Cup? That was a good game, wasn't it?
Oh, it was end to end. It was a real brilliant game.
Yeah.
I suppose it goes to show how good Sevilla really are.
Yeah.
They were quite lucky.
I think we were speaking about this, wasn't we, like before the game? And I was like, yeah, Bayern are going to whitewash them, like 6-7-0. Because I watched them against Schalke and I was like, oh my God, this is just Bayern aren't going to concede a goal all season by the looks of it. And they're just going to get plus 100.
It was like watching somebody play FIFA on easy.
Yeah, it was. But I don't know. Sevilla just was like, oh yeah, we're in this. We're going to do it. Like, I don't care. You're Bayern Munich. And they started really well, didn't they?
Yep. Got that early penalty.
Yeah, they did. And they had a few good chances, but Neuer just pulled off some fantastic saves, didn't he?
He just seems to be getting better and better and better
like
with
fine
age.
wine, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on. Sorry.
Eventually, Bayern Munich broke Sevilla's resistance and went on to win it.
Yeah. Do you know, it was so unlucky the goal, wasn't it? The Javi Martinez one. It was just a poor keeping error.
It happens, and it was just unfortunate that it happened to him.
Yeah.
In a showpiece event.
Yeah. I was quite gutted. I kind of wanted them to do it, Sevilla to do it, just so we lost to the Super Cup champions and then maybe the World Club Cup champions. But no, I just thought it would have been quite a cool little story that Sevilla, like everyone wrote them off against Wolves. let alone United and Inter and then Bayern. Like,
Yeah.
I was just so unlucky, really, to be honest. But I thought they played some good football, and I think they're going to be one of the teams to watch this season in La Liga.
Yeah, and the Champions League as well. They
Yeah,
could potentially be dark horses.
Yeah, they could. They touched on that the other night, didn't they? About they play good football in Europe, don't they?
Yeah.
And people just think they're going to walk over them, and then they turn up and they're like, oh. Uh-oh.
And it's very, very rarely a dull game if you're playing them.
Yeah, it was. So, I mean, in terms of La Liga, I don't think they're going to challenge for the title.
No, they'll do more.
The mix of 3rd to 5th fighting for them Champions League spots. To be honest.
Yeah, much like this season.
Yeah.
I think they will be almost nailed on top 4 because Valencia have just collapsed.
Yeah.
Like they've. I don't know what has happened to them. They're selling that they sold their best players and then.
Like, I get they're in financial ruin, essentially, aren't they? Like, the club owner was like, the club owner's daughter tweeted saying, we can do what the fuck we want. This is our club.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you expect the fans to react to that? And it's not like here where you can't really, well, you can voice an opinion, but nothing really happens.
Just set
in Spain, you can vote them out.
Yeah, it's all very presidential elections, isn't it? And X, Y, Z. But, yeah, they just seem to be going like, they got good money for Rodrigo, but everybody else, Parejo for free, or was it $1 million?
Yeah, went to Villarreal.
The only one they won't sell is Gaia, who's probably essentially the most sellable asset, who I think most teams would have snapped up.
Kondogbia gone. Who's he gone to? Because he was rumoured to go to the Premier League for a long time.
I know Coquelin went. Was it Coquelin? Yeah, Coquelin went.
Yeah, Coquelin. He also went to Villarreal.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. It's just.
I mean, that's madness in itself. You're selling two of your best assets to your rivals. Well, what other club do you know who's done that?
No one really.
Yeah, I watched a good video on it on HITC Sevens.
Yeah,
when he went into detail about the goings on at Valencia and what's actually happening. It is honestly shambolic.
You think maybe they're just a bit more interested in Salford because he owns Salford as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got a thing going on with David Beckham and the Nevilles, and
exactly. Do you think maybe
which is why Gary Neville got employed in the first place?
Yeah, mates rates, and look how that turned out. Like we said in the last episode, mates rates do not work.
No, certainly not in football.
No. Well, it's good to have Gary back on Sky, where he belongs. Yeah. So, well, we were talking about the Super Cup, but we've just gone on to transfer.
Gone on tangent.
So that kind of pushes us into the transfer sections. So, the one we really wanted to talk about is Skriniar.
Yes.
And you can. But
Skriniar,
it won't be the biggest story that we're going to break on this show. But just go with it and I'll break it in a minute.
But yes, Skriniar, he's apparently agreed personal terms with Tottenham.
And obviously,
it's just a case of finding the transfer fee now. It's rumoured to be around about 50 million euros.
And you're quite... I'm not going to put you out there and say you're well linked within the club, but...
No, I'm definitely...
You know
definitely not
what sources to look at and trust and follow. And is this
who
news
to trust
from? Because I've only seen it. I think I saw it on Twitter somewhere, but I don't really know a lot of Spurs sources. Like, is it credible? Do you think it'll happen?
For Spurs, there's two very credible sources.
Yeah.
That I personally use. There's obviously, what's his name? Fabrizio Romero.
He's just credible and everything, isn't he? Like, I don't get
it.
Does he not slip?
And Alistair Gold. Alistair Gold is top notch. If he says something's happening, it's happening.
Yeah. Okay. So he's basically your Romano. He's your Don.
He's our Romano.
That's okay. That's fair enough. So do you think, from your personal opinion and what you've seen and heard and read and talked to, do you think it's going to go over the line, or do you think maybe the funds aren't there and maybe you might have to sell first? And also, where does that leave it with Jesse Lingard? Like, you can push into that after, but that's an interesting...
No, we don't want him. I think we will eventually get him, but Levy will do his usual and knock the price down a little bit.
Yeah, don't blame him.
Like he did with the... Yeah, he certainly knows how to...
negotiate.
He certainly knows how to haggle.
Yeah, unlike the Glazers, who tried to haggle for fucking 6 years and still bloody pay above the odds for everybody. Like,
Yeah, I mean, the Glazers, the only people I know of that sold Paul Pogba for what, £800,000 and bought him
it
back for
wasn't even
90
that.
million.
It was literally we released him as a free agent.
Yeah, but clubs get compensation for under
Oh yeah,
23s. And it was
well,
like
we had made a few first
800,000
team,
or
but yeah. All right, so yeah, 800,000. Yeah, it's the most expensive loan ever. It's essentially what it was, and now he wants to leave
yeah.
again. Well,
But yeah, I
allegedly.
do see the transfer going through. We're also looking at another striker, so Arkadiusz Milik from
Yeah.
Napoli and Weghorst from Wolfsburg.
Yeah. Do you think you'll
Either
get
one
one
of
of
the
them?
two I'd be happy with. Either one of the two. I think that Milik is the better player, but I think Weghorst would probably suit our system more.
Yeah. And do you think they'll be willing to come to Spurs, knowing that obviously Harry Kane's topped on, which is fair enough?
I
And do
think
that
so, because they know
because of
they'll
his
be getting
style.
games.
Yeah.
They know they'll be getting games because Harry Kane can't play 50, 60 games in a season.
No, he'll get injured for about 3 months soon.
Yeah.
He always does.
And then he's also got the England games and the Euro 2021 to contend with as well. So
Yeah.
he's going to need backup.
That's
And
fair
we saw
enough.
it last season that even when Son stepped in, it wasn't quite the same as having an out and out striker. He did well, and then
Yeah.
he got injured.
I know. I mean, I remember watching it all or nothing, and it was just one injury after the other. You just felt like dominoes, didn't you?
Yep.
Like, it was crazy. So, yeah, you think that's going to get... Do you think, obviously, what have we got now? 8 days, 9 days left of the transfer window?
Yep. So, centre back, striker, maybe an attacking midfielder, not Jesse Lingard.
J-Lings. No?
If I could punch through the screen, I would have.
Why? You'll be doing that next season, and he'll be playing the flute as he scores.
Oh, no. He's not coming to Tottenham. He's not coming. No. Oh, no.
But do you know what
I'm just imagining him.
will be?
I'm just imagining him and Dele Alli. Oh, no.
Mate, all your squad will be wearing J-Lings merch, and we'll have 27 million in the bank.
Oh, fucking hell, no. No.
Oh, I can't wait for this deal to happen. Oh,
It's not happening.
It is.
It's not happening.
I'm driving him there myself tomorrow. That's it. Don't give a shit.
No. I'll be standing outside White Hart Lane with a shotgun going, nope, go back up the M6. You're not coming in here.
Oh.
Just for clarification, I'm not going to be doing that. I don't want to be having the police banging on my door.
That's fine. Just tell him it was Carl. It's cool. You're like twins anyway. Moving on to Suarez.
That baffles me.
5.5 million euros for a Barcelona legend, essentially, like for what he's done for the club.
He's their third highest goal scorer in their history. And he's only been there for what, 5-6 years?
I mean, surely we can put him second because Messi don't count because I don't think he's human. This is a human category we're going to rate. But yeah, I know, I get what you mean. Like, he's done a lot and he's a legend. Like, MSN, will we see a better trio?
I doubt it. Well, certainly not. Well, certainly not for another 20 years at least.
Nah, you'll see it this season. Honestly, well, you watch Martial, Rashford, and Greenwood, mate. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me reiterate that. When you watch Rashford, Greenwood, and Sancho for club and country, and we win the Euros, and I'm there like that, and J-Lings is selling stuff at Tottenham still.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're not letting that go, are you? He's not coming.
He is, mate. He is.
No, he's not.
He is. I'm going to buy you a Tottenham shirt with Lingard on the back. If he signs, you're going to have to wear it on air. And if he doesn't, then you just don't have to wear it. I'm not buying a Lingard top for myself. No, thank you.
Right, well, if Sancho doesn't sign, you've got to wear a Dortmund top with Sancho in it.
All right, fine. Look, we'll do an air shake. So if Lingard signs, you can wear a Lingard top. You watch neither deal happen, and we'll both be sitting there like plums. Fine. Going back to Suarez, he's a legend, isn't he? Basically, and that was such a cheap deal. Like, get Barcelona want money injected back into the club because like as you touched on, they're not really owned. It's all fans, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like they sold Suarez for 5.5 million. You probably could have easily got about 20, 25 million for him.
Rakitic for 1.
Yeah, Rakitic for 1. Vidal, who we're going to mention now anyway, might as well throw it in there for 1 million euros.
Yeah, and they've bought Pjanic as well for like 60 odd million.
Yeah, and sold Artur, so they've made 10 million on that. Who is one of the up and coming midfielders in modern football? I don't get it.
What are they doing?
Who is in charge of that club, and where do I send my CV?
Bartomeu's in charge. They already want his head.
We'll go to Barcelona next March when the presidential campaign is, and we're going to run it. If Trump can get president of the United States, mate, we can get president of Barcelona.
Downside is we don't speak Spanish or Catalan.
Mate, they won't need to. With the signings I'm going to bring them, they'll love me.
Not Sancho, though, because
they'll be like, Ti amo. See?
Bring in Jesse Lingard.
Oh, fucking too right, mate. Give Man United 200 million for him.
Lingard will be the English Messi.
He is. Messi Lingard, do you not remember?
Oh, God.
But, yeah, moving from Vidal and Suarez. So you think Suarez, it's a bad deal for Barcelona. It's a good deal for Atletico.
It's a fantastic deal for Atletico.
They shipped Morata for 50 million euros. Fuck knows how they've got that for him. Like, whoever's in charge there deserves a statue.
So they've got him and Diego Costa playing up front together.
Are going to be punching and biting people next season for days. Like,
how many red cards do you think they'll get between each other? I think it'll be the same as goals.
38.
Yeah, about 38 goals, 38 red cards.
They'll play together on their debut for about 2 minutes. That's it. One of them will be off. They won't play again for the rest of the season. They'll see each other in pre-season again. That'll be it.
Yep, for another 38 minutes, then they get separated in training.
Exactly. Suarez will be biting Costa, and Costa will be fucking punching the shit out of Suarez.
But yeah, no. I think that signing now puts Atletico Madrid as serious title contenders.
Yeah, in all seriousness, I think they could actually be a good partnership together. If Costa can get firing again, which he's kind of struggled with, I think them two could complement each other.
And they've got that rock-solid defence as well. Yeah. World-class keeper in Oblak.
Brilliant midfield in Llorente against Liverpool.
Llorente, Koke, and
Saul.
Saul Niguez.
Yeah.
Then they've got Thomas Partey on the wings.
He's a midfielder, isn't he? Box-to-box Partey. Lamar's the winger.
Ah, yeah.
Who didn't get a single
goal. The one
that
Arsenal
assist.
always want to sign and never sign.
Yeah, well, he didn't get a single goal or assist last season, so he'll fit in well at Arsenal with Ozil, won't he?
He'll have a buddy on the bench.
Yeah, I think Atletico Madrid are title contenders this season. I don't see Barcelona being title contenders.
No. I doubt Ronald Koeman will be there for more than a couple of seasons.
He'll be there for best. 1. I think Xavi will be there next season.
Yeah, I mean, Koeman's already kind of having clashes with, like, the whole thing with Lionel Messi, where he said he wanted to leave.
Yeah, and he's
because Ronald Koeman allegedly said,
"I just can't see Bartomeu staying past March, and if he does, it's the biggest robbery in world football known to man."
Yeah, there was the whole business with apparently Ronald Koeman coming out and saying to Lionel Messi, "Your special treatment is over."
Oh bollocks, mate! He owns that club. He owns that club.
Don Lionel.
100%. Don Lionel owns that, mate. He approves who comes in and out the door. Well, clearly not, because he didn't want Suarez to leave. But moving on
and he wanted to leave.
Yeah. I bet Messi's sitting there like, you fucker, you got out and I didn't. Moving on to our last transfer is Diaz, Ruben Diaz. We were going to talk about it, weren't we?
Yes.
But as of 10 minutes ago, so this is breaking news on this episode. You know how we do it. Give you some breaking news while on air. As you're welcome. Romano is... I'll look at my phone here and read it out. Romano has tweeted, Ruben Diaz confirmed in advanced talks with Manchester City tonight. Man City are working on a deal to complete an agreement with Benfica on the next few days. Otamendi, like I said to you earlier, Otamendi will be included. Personal terms already agreed. This is really close. He then proceeded to tweet 5 minutes after that. more about Ruben Diaz to Manchester City. MCFC and Barcelona and Benfica are negotiating on the final details. In brackets, he's put add-ons and Nicolas Otamendi's personal terms. Then the final fee will be about 55 million euros.
Plus Otamendi.
Yeah. Ruben has already accepted his contract. Here we go, expected soon. So that's more or less done. It's a done deal, really, isn't it?
Wow. So Pep is definitely sorting out the big problem from last season.
Yeah.
He means business.
Diaz is very highly sought of. I remember when Mourinho was in charge of us, he desperately wanted him and Maguire. But he ended up getting Lindelof and not Maguire. Like, Lindelof was, I think, his second choice behind Diaz. Like, he loves Diaz. And I remember Diaz being linked with Tottenham the other week. Because, obviously, centre-back, Mourinho loves him. We even spoke about it, didn't we? In the Tottenham episode, Ruben Diaz potentially coming.
Yeah, we did.
And City don't want to pay for Koulibaly. I do not blame him. I just think it's a bad deal.
Yeah, because the guy's, 28?
29, turning 30 this season. And all the big
you
games
can't
I'm
really
watching,
be spending.
It's turned inside out.
And you can't really be paying 80-odd million for somebody who's just approaching 30.
You get Diaz, who's just turned 22, 23, and is very highly sought of. I just think it's him and Laporte could solidify my comment of City running away with the league this season.
Or Nathan Ake at the back, one of the three.
Yeah, and John Stones didn't look too bad the other night. Maybe he might get one last chance.
Maybe.
They've got options again. Well, obviously, we'll wait and see. This all could still fall through at the time of recording, but it does very much look like it's going to go through. Like, we were just going to talk about it potentially, weren't we?
Yeah.
And I was going to kind of jump the gun and go, yeah, I think this will be done.
But he said them 3 magic words, so...
Well, not yet.
It's happening.
It's going to. It's not here we go just yet. He said expect it soon. But yeah, we can kind of, unless a medical has failed or Otamendi goes, I don't want to go.
Then it's more or less going to happen.
Yeah, to be honest. And I think it'll be a good deal. But obviously, we just have to wait and see how it happens. Yeah?
We will, yeah.
So, thank you very much today, guys, for our first Sunday hangout. I really hope you appreciated this. We're kind of trying to get to grips with a Sunday hangout and kind of what content you want in and out of it. We're trying to avoid content, like regurgitating the same content from a Premier League review show.
Yeah. So don't be shy to give us feedback.
Yeah, 100%. Give us feedback down below and we'll try and incorporate it. And give us a like and please subscribe. And we're done.